Today I'll be comparing the camera on the iPad 2 with the camera on the iPad 4. So I'll be taking similar pictures and seeing how they differ. So here I'll try taking a picture of this thing over here. And when I look at it, this is with decent light. Not bad. Let's try taking the same picture essentially. Obviously the camera's a little quicker. And so when you look at these pictures, the camera on the old iPad 2 was barely, I think it's around 960 by 720 versus the 5 megapixel camera. And so you can see a graininess to the pictures, whereas this one's much more clear. So I can take another picture, maybe wish I had something with a little more contrast. So let's try taking one more picture. Oops. Do it horizontal. So again, the old rear camera was around 1 megapixel, and this new on the iPad Air, it's around 5 megapixel. So it'll become a concern if you want to develop pictures and photos. So if I go back to the images again, I do notice a difference in image quality. So that's something to consider when you're buying an iPad. If you're going to use it for taking photos, which you should already have like an iPhone or your own digital camera, but still the quality would be not that good for printing out and stuff with the iPad 2, whereas the iPad Air, technically speaking, you could use it to print it out to like a 4x6 or a 5x7. Yeah, so I can notice that there's a graininess to the pictures over here, whereas this one's much sharper. So that's all. I forgot to look into that. So I'm sure 720p video versus 1080p video will be an issue too. So I'll go to video. Well, try to record this at the same time. Having some technical difficulties here. Oy vey. Now the camera. This isn't good. So I ran into some problems. My iPad 2 is having issues, so let's see if I just kill the camera, it'll fix it. And that fixed it. So it's recording roughly at the same time. Oops, covering the camera. On the iPad 2, it's getting a little choppy at times. We'll go down to the video, and we'll play it. So it's recording roughly the same time. Oops. So there is a quality difference. So if you're a videographer or a camera person, it's something to consider when getting the iPad 2 versus the iPad Air.